Hello, Gemini. Welcome to my channel. I'm starting off a new tarot channel for the zodiacs. My own little thing, a side situation, but yeah, I'm gonna have 6 spreads for you. One's finances, one is relationships or romance. No, sorry, finances, romance, circumstance, or chance, or like instead of yes or no, it's the right or wrong. And then another spread on balance, unknowns, like stuff you don't know, and then a simple small past, present, and future read. I don't do past, present, and future often, but I'm gonna do it because it's starting off. I'm gonna aim for like 20 minutes. Hopefully it doesn't go past 30 minutes. I'm not intuitive. I'm not psychic. I'm not nothing fancy like that. I'm just somebody who found a knack for interpreting. So yeah, I'm gonna use we call it a Rider Waite, and then I'm gonna use a Romance Oracle Angel cards, and then I'm gonna use a Golden Marseille, and then another Marseille deck, and then a Psychic Tarot, and then finally the Thoth Tarot from Aleister Crowley, if I'm not mistaken, to do the past, present, and future. I'm not doing personals. I need to get set up. I'm just trying to get this started so I can get some info out to whoever needs it, and hopefully, I'm not gonna be like those videos that tell you, oh, if it doesn't resonate, it's not for you, and then like, no, it's just like, don't make it fit. Make it. If that's why I'm doing so many spreads, so I'm like, okay, if one doesn't fit for you, then maybe the other one might. And I don't know, maybe there'll be somebody out there who's like, oh no, I resonate with all of them. What the heck, So it'd be up to you what you want to pick and choose. I'm not gonna be like the tarot readers, just like anything can mean anything, anywhere, anytime, any which way. And I'm like, no, it doesn't. It's not for me. It doesn't have to work. Okay, so I'm just gonna read what the cards come out and say work really with chaos, random, and chance, and luck, and all that. So yeah, let's start with I want to call it your finances. I already pre-shuffled, but it's pretty good. So tell me what Gemini would love to know about his finances. Something Gemini doesn't know about finances. Okay, so first card came out was the Devil. Dang, I didn't even check. Hopefully you can see that, the Devil. Hopefully. And I'm sorry if it doesn't. I won't probably redo this video, but hopefully the next one you'll understand. You get the message, right? And I'm not sure where to put this, but the King of Cups came out as well. We'll back up. You know what? No, we'll do 1, 2. There you go. It's not that I want to. It's just it's simpler. You don't need. Tarot's complicated enough as it is. I think doesn't have to be, but you don't need to do anything grand. And if the cards don't jump out or flip out, then I'll start pulling the cards. And that was the core of the matter. The Devil, on your mind is the King of Cups. The Page of Pentacles came out for what's closest to you, Good information. Like, I can't give you there's some card readers that can tell you an entire story just pulling one card. I can't do that. It's one card has so much to say, and to just say all that it's just impossible. You got the 5 of Cups in your farthest position, and let's see what's in your foundation or the root. I've done a lot of read up on a lot of tarot back in the day, and that's where I get my info from all this. So, sorry, I had to figure out where I was going. You got the High Priestess as your foundation. I'll clarify right now. I'm sorry to say that. At the bottom of the deck right there is the Tower. Gemini, I have no idea what's going on with you. But I'm going to say overspending. Either overspending or just being frugal to the max. You know, extremes right there. Either or. Or I don't like to get negative, but if it's there, it might as well tell you. I might as well have you know what I see negatively, because the good stuff you don't have to worry about. You know, the good stuff you're already gonna get it. You're gonna be happy. The negative side, you have to watch out. So this is finances. Be careful for any dealings you're making. Be careful about anything you sign. Anything with like in signing and reading and paperwork. Hopefully you haven't done anything bad, and you have double check everything, all your paperwork, any paperwork, like on the computer or on paper. Make sure your communications are good. Cover yourself that way, and then make sure you have a backup plan in case something happens. You know, just make sure you're ready to leave. To make sure there's no doubts coming from you, that nobody doubts you for doing anything right or wrong. And then I'm not too sure, but they can be interconnected, but not necessarily. The King of Cups came out on your mind. I don't really need to read reversals here, but according to what this came, the Five of Cups, you might be having a dealing with I don't want to say energy, but a masculine person, or somebody who's masculine or has masculine attributes. Not that they're masculine, but attributes that particularly pertain to the masculine side. And you may want to work with them, or they may be the one you're working with. They're not saying that's like cards are saying that there's a bad person. It's just on your mind. And the thing is like what's closest to you is you're gonna get an opportunity, not an opportunity. You're gonna get I'm so sorry that I can't really can't talk. It's wow. I'm terribly sorry. Like so, an offer. There you go. Jesus Christ, I couldn't think of that. Like an offer may come to you. That's what you're expecting. That's what you want. Either you're gonna get it or you're expecting it. And all this would be. I hate to say it. I didn't say this earlier, but all this should be happening from when you see this moving forward. Late January, early February. And nothing in the bad, nothing. I don't really like to read in the past. You already know that happened. If you need clarification, it'll come out here in the cards. Otherwise, it won't come out. So there's an offer. You can read it abstractly, and this is just an offer. The other one, it might be a person who's young who offers this, or somebody young, or you feel they're young at heart, however you want. This person is going to try. What's weird though is a little farther ahead, or the further thing is like the Five of Cups. I find that to be kind of like I made a mistake. Like that to me is my mistake. Like, I did something I shouldn't have. We're not you're placing blame or saying good or bad. It's just that feeling of not regret, but almost, you know, like where you're just feeling really bad. And I'm not sure if that's what you're feeling, a gut feeling if that's gonna happen, or you're seeing it because if you already know what's going on, like you have an idea of what's going on, and over here you're like, oh. Okay, so the other way you can read this too is like, what's closer to you is you have an offer coming to you. On the other side, you're like, either it can be really good or it can be really bad. I hate to say it. With their extremes, you know. And I use zodiacs, but I don't really like to say, I see all these, because there's some readers like, I see all zodiacs. I'm like, that doesn't tell me anything, you know. So you can interpret it for you in your way. I think you should learn a little bit of tarot and interpret it the way you want, like how this pertains to you. I would just read abstractly. I would just try to read these cards abstractly. And then at the root of yours is the High Priestess, which is really good. To me, that means you're very aware, self-aware, observant, knowledgeable about what you're doing, and having the wisdom to not just everything black and white. And obviously it shows because you see the devil there and the tower. You know, you were like, oh, I don't like these cards, but I'm like, at least you're getting told. You know, not like, oh, why didn't I know I couldn't? So be careful. I think I read this really good. Okay, let's clarify the devil, because I love clarifying. Later on, I am gonna have extended videos somewhere. But it'll be a little different. I'll clarify whenever, cause if I don't understand, because I'm like, if I didn't get it, you probably haven't understood. And the Knight of Wands. That's clarifying the devil. Yeah. It's a young masculine type of attribute or character that this is regarding to. Don't be so impetuous or like think before you do stuff. You know, don't just be think about the consequences, but not in a bad way. Just think before you act. You know, and you got the Ace of Cups clarifying the King of Cups. You obviously okay. So see, this is what I like about here. It clarifies what I originally interpreted. So I didn't. You really feel like you have like something really good with this. I'm gonna say a person now. You know, and you feel like this is gonna be in the horror. Like you can definitely they say this represents two people. The devil would be telling you to watch out for this younger person who's flighty, doesn't think before they act, and on your head, either it can be the same person, like, oh, I see this person like this, but I feel them like this, but I think they're like this, or two different people, however you want to interpret it. But there's nothing, you feel that either they have the cup they want to give you, or you want to give them their cup. You want to work with somebody, older. I don't know if you're older. I'm sorry, definitely shouldn't say that. With a mature person that thinks with their heart more than their head. You know, they let their feelings drive them, but a controlled way, not like negative. And then you got the Two of Wands, clarifying the Page of Pentacles. So definitely that's your plans. You're hoping you get plans or an offer. Or plans for an offer of plans in regards to your financial situation, and that is that's closer to you, so that's you have. But let's see, clarify the Five of Cups. Why you have this? Okay. And you got the Empress clarifying the Five of Cups. You have a lot of people here. You're working with a lot of persons, or at least there's a lot of people around you, and it's starting to show. But you think you messed up with, if you want to read this as a person, you kind of messed up with a really strong feminine energy. Or not energy, I'm sorry. A feminine, somebody with feminine attributes. Or qualities, as they said. So, I'll clarify that one again. Just because. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's clarify. It said why, but okay. There's obviously something there. It's farther along, but you got the Lovers and the Chariot. Oh yeah. Clarifying the Empress. Okay. That's really good. You think you messed? I'm thinking, like, honestly, you could even take it like, oh, I only resonate with this side or with this side, or my mind, my heart, or my foundation, my root. Like, it doesn't have to all fit in. But again, I don't want you to be like, oh, everything fits in. No, because it's. I'm just saying that because there's a masculine presence with Ace of Cups, and then there's also the Five of Cups with the Empress, and then the Lovers and the Chariot. Okay. And this came out clarifying your High Priestess. I'm sorry, the Six of Pentacles. So that tells me you have to be equitable, more so than anything else. Not just equal, but equitable, because I find that to be the better word of it all. And then, I'm sorry, but I just had to clarify. The Six of Swords is clarifying, yet again, the Lovers and the Chariot. I really wanted to see whether you're really messed up or not. If there's no going back, or if there is going back. And it doesn't really say. But at the bottom of the day, you get justice for there. So, just don't worry yourself. Do not worry yourself. Everything's gonna be good. You're more than aware. Just as long as you're for this brand, as long as you're equitable, charitable, you just think of everybody else, not just yourself. Give a little slice to everybody, and you should be good. And I hate to say this, and I don't really mean to tell anybody anything how to do their lives, but like mixing business with family is always just a little. Or friends, families, and anybody you feel close to, however, it's always a bit tricky. Hopefully nothing can be unmended, right? Here, let me do this real quick. All right, so last one. Two of Swords, clarifying the Knight of Wands and the Devil. And the King of Red at the bottom of the deck there now, but you're undecided. Let's do that. As long as you're equitable and all that, I'm thinking just let everything fall in its place and you'll be happy. Sorry if I'm taking a little too long. These are only going to be kind of long in the beginning, and then everything else is going to be kind of on the short end. So let's see, so this is Love Oracle Angel cards or something along those lines. That minute, I need them. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards for this. And if the cards don't pop out, or jump out, flip out, I'll pick them. Okay, on your mind, it's safe for you to love. I like the top little snippet at the bottom. Sometimes it's a lot. But here, watch. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. It's safe for you to love. Like either you feel you don't feel safe, or you feel like you should. However, that's safe. You interpret safety in your mind for loving. You need it to be safe. You want to be safe. It has to be safe. Just safeties on your mind. That's what's ruling your mind. It's part of the moment. Yeah, I'll get this. You deserve love. You are lovable. That's on your voice. Um, huh. Why would you say that on your voice? Don't doubt yourself, Gemini. You're you deserve love. You're lovable. Whoever needs to hear that. Sometimes you need to hear it. All right, and at your heart, this could be the one. See, this is what I mean. Like you can all. So let's just say you get two cards. Like this could be the one that's soulmate. Like it's powerful, but like how many soulmates are you gonna get? How many like ones can you get? Like it's the one is the one. That's why you'll get one in your life. That's the one. That's why. And see, you've already met the romantic partner. You see, it can be true. But if you already have, you're not worried about this right now. So you're looking for the one, or you think you met the one. Don't doubt yourself, but again, if it says like you deserve love, you are lovable, then whoever you like, if you don't like, I mean, how old are you? Man, this came out. This comes a lot for. This came out in Taurus too. Pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. Sorry. That's on your gut. So of course you gotta be thinking and making sure that you're safe, right? Because that's it's in your mind. So you're like, I don't like that behavior. I don't like what I see here. Oh, something just don't click here. You gotta watch out. Ooh, right there. And body-wise, I mean, physical, retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Be happy. Disconnect from the world. You want to move around, move away, or be safe and calm, tranquil. And see, there you go. This could be the one, but at the bottom of the deck, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings, and you can be like, well, it's me. Could be the one, the new one. Retreat. Actually, I'm sorry. That actually does kind of go really good. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. But it's you may have met somebody and you think they could be the one. I think you did pretty good. You want to be safe. You're paying attention to the red flags. You know you're lovable, and you want to take some time out to yourself because you think he could be the one you have in your love. Whatever that person may be. So I think that's pretty clear. And then this is this part of the read I like a little. It's circumstance and chance. Right, wrong. It's not like, oh, what do I gotta do to be right, or what do I gotta do, or what do I gotta do so I don't be wrong. It's like, if I choose to be right, what do I have to do, like, at any cost, or can I be wrong and live with it, right? So it's gonna be have one for yes, one for no, and then I clarify, and then also have the middle way. The middle way is that way we never see. Instead of saying right or wrong, it's more of like more accountability. So let's see. And this can just be regards to whatever. I don't like to do yes or no because it's not that I won't. Just flip a coin. Same thing. All right. So right. Le puppet. High priestess. So if you want to be right, you gotta know your stuff. Like no joke. No joke whatsoever. At all. Like if you go and you don't know what you're talking about, what you're doing, what you're saying, it's not gonna be good. Okay, and then wrong. Knight of Cups. um. Okay. You have the World, clarifying the Knight of Cups. You have the Devil, clarifying the High Priestess. The plot thickens. Oh, I'm doing that. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say it. I'm bending the cards as I shuffle them. Sorry. You got the Queen of Pentacles, also clarifying the High Priestess. Okay. Oh wow, 3 cards came out. The Two of Swords, the Justice, and I'm not gonna think of it. The Pentacle, Page of Pentacles. But I will take this, the Knight of Cups. That one jumped out by itself. Clarifying the Knight of Swords. Okay, now that we have a little clarification, let's find out a little about middle way. Now, that odd side that I never seem to see. Oh, sorry. You got the 7 of Swords. If I'm not mistaken, that's damn, really. And then you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is really good, clarifying. The 7 of Swords. Regardless of what you choose, there's going to be a lot of mental work. A lot of mental work. Here, I'll do this one. And then 8 of Cups. Clarifying the 7 of Swords. And the 3 of Cups under at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so here, if you want to be right, again, you have to know your stuff, because what's closest to you there is the Devil. Meaning, whatever you're gonna do, it's gonna take you places. It's gonna take you somewhere, or you might not want to go. But you need to have your, again, it's in chest to you. What's closest to you would be the Devil. I'm not saying an actual demon devil or the Devil card, meaning like bad influences, addictions, or bad habits, really bad character traits and all that. And then what's also closer to you is this Queen of Pentacles. So you got, I can't say, they might be together, isn't it? We'll clarify right now what this refers to and how the Queen is related, but that's, you have to watch out for there. You have to either watch out, you have to watch out for yourself and all your bad behavior, or you have to watch out for this Queen of Pentacles, because very grounded. And then over here, to be wrong, you're gonna have to use. It's weird. Like in this situation, it almost seems like whether you win or whether you lose, it's gonna take a lot of work for you to be either right or wrong. Which is really weird. I can't explain it. Why? Because it involves you being you closing something and like you finishing something. I don't like to say cycle, because I'm like, dude, no, I don't really want to talk about that. But it's completion. Completion. of what? I'm not exactly sure, but then what's also here is the Knight of Cups. And like abstractly, it could be. I can't say regard to it. Like you gotta use your head, not and if it doesn't work, you can use your heart because you're knowledgeable. I guess you can say that. Weirdest way. And then the middle way is Seven of Cups. Swords. I'm sorry, Seven of Swords. That's you having to be crafty, shifty. Do something that might not be considered right in everybody's eyes, but again, over here it seems like you have opposition, and over here, like if you take this person's opposition or somebody standing not against you, but saying you might have somebody who uses their head and mind, and if they're really knowledgeable against you. To be however you want to be. To be wrong, am I wrong? Is it wrong? Am I choosing wrong? Yeah, it's really difficult to interpret. That's what I gotta clarify. And then you gotta do something shifty, but you're gonna have the Wheel of Fortune. It's gonna go your way because the middle way is the most beneficial to all parties, regardless of blame or lack thereof or whatever. It's the most balanced outlook, balanced everything. And it really just comes to you walking away from your pride, like not having ego. For whatever the situation. Alright. And this, the Eight of Wands, clarifies the world. So information, communication, and quick. How quick, I don't know. It doesn't say. I don't like to use time frames because it's not that I'm not good at them. It's just that there's just so much that goes into them. It's not that fun. Three of Wands, for clarifying the devil. It's the beginning of whatever you're starting with. Be careful for it. It has the potential to do something to not have. You're like, I don't know. I guess you got to be really knowledgeable because you're playing with fire. That would be the best way to explain. But it seems like you're not just starting out. You're not planning. You already have some knowledge of what you're doing. And then the Hermit, clarifying the Queen of Pentacles. It doesn't say much, but all in regard, it's a woman that's a lonely woman, or a woman who prefers to be alone by herself. That's regarding too. But you're playing with fire. It could be like you're playing with fire with a woman. So you gotta be really careful because she knows her stuff. And then we got the Magician clarifying the Knight of Cups. That's you're gonna get either that, or you're gonna get news about this person who's really good at what they do in regards to emotions, feelings, and all that. So just watch out, I guess, You're worldly in what you know, but this person, they're on a whole different level. Okay, just for being wrong, you want to be wrong. And then you have the Justice card clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. What does that tell you? Like fortune's gonna go your way because you're working you're trying to make it an amiable situation for all parties. Not just one, not just two, not just three, not all parties. I'll take the first card on top. And then finally you got the Knight of Swords, clarifying the Eight of Cups. So it could be in regards to this, young at heart person that you're having to walk away from, or this person's gonna have to walk away from you, and that's why you're having to resolve to something super shady, super cryptic. Nobody knows, but it's gonna go your way. And they have the 8 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So I think this is really good. I'll give you a little quick overview. Money-wise, be careful because you already know what's going on. You have your eyes set on a mature person who thinks with their heart more than their head, and that's what you want. And you're making plans about an offer, or you're hoping that comes soon. And you feel, because you feel like you messed up with this Empress at the lover level, like at the level of lover and chariot, and you're choosing to walk away. And then finally, King of Wands, clarifying that. So yeah, 8 of Pentacles yet again, 8-8. So there we go. You want it to be safe. You know you say you're loved. You deserve love. Or at least you ought to tell that to yourself. In your heart, this could be the one, but you're paying attention to the red flags, and you want to take a vacation because maybe a new love. I have no idea. And then over here, to be right, gotta know your stuff because you're playing with fire. It could be in regards to a very knowledgeable woman that likes to spend time by herself or is lonely. And then over here, you might meet opposition. Not opposition, but you could, to be wrong, you might get sweet talk by this really, really good person. His potential, the magician, there's potential for both good and bad. So that's where I would just be like, be careful, And then over here, quick communication of the world. So you're gonna get information, but I don't know. And then the middle way is you being crafty, shady, but because you have to walk away from somebody, or somebody has to walk away from you. But you have the Wheel of Fortune and the Justice on your side. Thank you. We'll get ready for part 2.